We are making history tonight here in St. Louis, the first ever women's Money in the Bank ladder match. This new generation of female superstars are providing yet another milestone moment here. Tamina, Charlotte, Carmella, Natalya, and Becky Lynch look to climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase, become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank. What an incredible move. A contract that could change lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars have successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was awarded to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next soaring. Delivers the elbow.
Oh, that hurt right to the kidney. Golly. Such a dangerous setting for all these superstars. Ladders are everywhere. Each competitor is only limited by their imagination.
Your head has to be on a constant swivel. Ladders will be used as weapons. Anything can happen to get that briefcase.
And now heading to the outside.
She was looking for the great equalizer, and she found it in the steel chair.
Is there anyone more intimidating in this group than Tamina?
I've said it before. It could be a coming out party for Tamina. This is her time to live up to her family's legacy.
If Tamina wins the contract, it guarantees her
Ex-women's champion. Pinpoint aim right to the arm.
The offense catching up with her now.
And if the first step doesn't send you the message, the follow-up ones definitely will. Tamina not caring that Becky's a fan favorite. The crowd's adulation is meaningless. All that matters is the contract suspended above the ring.
Tamina's been showing so much dominance in this match.
And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense to put opponents away.
Tapping someone out won't win this match, but these women should not shy away from using the biggest weapons in their arsenal.
We've heard Becky's she was going to rip arms off tonight. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
And she wisely heads back to the ring.
Setting up the ladder, center of the ring.
Definitely the spot you want to put it.
She might need to regroup. Sent out of the ring the hard way. She wants to take this thing to the outside. Ladder set right in the middle of the ring. Starts to climb, but needs to move quickly.
Gonna try and unhook it now.
Victory is literally within reach. 3 second-generation superstars competing in this match. Carmella, Charlotte, and Tamina. And Natalya, of course, a third-generation superstar. Women bred for these kind of moments.
Any of these women will add a significant chapter to her legacy if she can become the first Miss Money in the Bank.
She got put to the test there, and that's not going to make Tamina happy.
Natty putting some old-school know-how behind that maneuver.
A brief instance of teamwork here, but how long is it going to last? Oh, putting focus on the arm here. Oh.
Powerful contact by Tamina.
No safe haven in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no allies in this match. It's everyone.
Nice reversal by Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte driving Tamina, and both tumble to the floor.
Both women crashing down hard. The Queen, Charlotte Flair, the first to her feet, surveying the situation.
Oh, my. Driving Tamina into the steps.
Well, you are seeing a heightened level of aggression, heightened level of intensity from all these competitors because of the stakes involved.
Guys, where's Charlotte going?
Flair looking to up the ante now from the top.
Oh, my goodness, taking out everybody.
The queen rising to the occasion.
What you just saw is why we say Charlotte is genetically superior.
And undeniable athleticism from the queen. Can it pave her way to the top of the ladder? Reverse DDT.
Oh, come on. This is just ridiculous now. Pay attention to your opponent. Oh, gets blasted into the steel steps. She's setting the ladder up dead center.
Oh, her eyes are on the prize now.
Up the ladder now. Let's see if this is right for the picking. She's going for it.
Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Tamina, Carmella, Natalya, all with a chance to make history. All with the opportunity to be called the first ever Miss Money in the Bank.
The revolution that became an evolution only continues in the women's division. One of these women will climb the ladder and earn the opportunity of a lifetime.
And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense to put opponents away.
Tapping someone out won't win this match, but these women should not shy away from using the biggest weapons in their arsenal.
We've heard Becky say she was going to rip arms off tonight. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
Remember, the first woman to climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase will become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank. No countouts, no disqualifications in this match.
Everybody is coming in with a different strategy, but remaining close is the key. Luck is going to play a part, but you'll increase your odds if you stay close to a ladder and close to the briefcase. Getting set up in the corner now.
Here we go.
Inside DDT.
Lights out.
The contract that can change lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars have successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was alerted to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab the contract tonight.
And an elbow.
Has him up for the power slam.
Countered into an inverted DDT. Holy, meet the barricade.
No safe haven in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no allies in this match. It's everyone for herself.
There is no room for friends when history's being made. Not when you can go down in the record books as the first Miss Money in the Bank.
She's really starting to feel the effects of this match.
Yeah, Natalya showed that Hart family wisdom.
Here she goes, sliding back into the ring. Oh! You don't aim for the apron unless you're looking to do some serious damage.
She's able to evade. High angle German. Running power slam.
Is there anyone more intimidating in this group than Tamina?
I've said it before. It could be a coming out party for Tamina. This is her time to live up to her family's legacy.
If Tamina wins the contract, it guarantees her first title opportunity in over 2 years.
More than an opportunity, it pretty much guarantees Tamina will become the next women's champion. Across the top rope. Big right hand. In the corner, she doesn't want to stay there.
Guys, we should really watch out. This could spill over here in an instant.
The patience of Charlotte being tested there, but as we know, she can get mean real quick.
Destructive offense from Natalya.
3 second-generation superstars competing in this match. Carmella, Charlotte, and Tamina. And Natalya, of course, a third-generation superstar. Women bred for these kind of moments.
Any of these women will add a significant chapter to her legacy if she can become the first Miss Money in the Bank.
Super kick! Her endurance is really being tested now.
Yeah, Cole, taking this much damage now seriously impacts your speed up the ladder.
Was definitely not thinking about finesse with that one. Was only thinking about dominance.
Oh! And Becky there wasn't looking her best when she took that shot.
Yeah, Tamina displaying a higher level of aggression. We got a little tandem offense in our future.
And how about headed up that ladder? Center of the ring.
A couple of individuals with an equal purpose, uniting forces to dispose of their competition. Natalya trying to reach out for the contract.
Well, the history books add a hard name once more.
Yikes! That ladder really rung their bell.
Smack dab in the center of the ring.
Perfect placement.
Climbing up, but is there enough time to go for the win? She's grabbing at the prize now.
Might be a little overzealous going for it here.
Too late to stop now, though. You want to control the tempo. You want to dictate the pace. That right there is how you do it.
Tamina not caring that Becky's a fan favorite. The crowd's adulation is meaningless. All that matters is the contract suspended above the ring.
Tamina's been showing so much dominance in this match. Big time clothesline. Good grief.
And Charlotte was put in check there.
This deep into a ladder match, the last thing you want is to start breaking down. Samoa drop.
Straight forearm. Climbing up, but is there enough time to go for the win? Trying to grab it.
Every second up there is allowing the opposition to recover.
Better hurry.
Natalya landed.
This could be the beginning of the end.
Uh-oh. Sharpshooter applied.
And the agony has no reason to end as we see her tapping out in pain.
Becky Lynch suplex rolls through into disarmer. This could be over.
There it is.
Disarmer. Disarmer. Disarmer.
And she's trying to ask for mercy, but not even tapping out can help her.
Caught with a clothesline. Oh, yeah. She is really getting fired up.
She's getting that table right where she wants it. She clearly has something in mind.
Absolute decimation. That table became particle board.
Oh! Hoisted up, hooking the leg, Samoan driver.
Clothesline on the back of the neck. Just ejected from the ring. Spinning kick to the gut.
And a stiff shot to her core there.
Whipped into the corner with tremendous force.
And reverse DDT.
And Carmella's still pressing on as this match takes its toll.
Here's where Charlotte's ability to endure could get called into question.
She's tapping, but it doesn't matter at all in this situation.
And she's fine taking this to the outside.
Oh, man. The Queen looking disgusted to be in the ring with her opposition now.
And going for body blows is a good way to drain your opponent.
Massive atomic drop. And she's coming back to the ring now. Carmella with a Mellow-buster.
Carmella with a super kick. Natalya's night could have just ended right there. She might not be in any condition to climb a ladder.
History on the line. Guaranteed championship opportunity. Nothing but carnage happening in this one.
5 women fighting for their key to destiny. Willing to go through hell for it. Oh.
Here comes the setup.
And a double DDT. She's launched out of the ring. And then back to Charlotte.
Flair delivering the chop. Natural selection.
And that is going to put Tamina out of the equation for a long time.
Oh, gets put into the barricade.
Heading back to the ring. I got right to the gut.
Hair pull net slam. And now Tamina sitting ringside. She's choosing to leave the ring now.
The energy in here is palpable. Something truly special is unfolding before our eyes.
Vicious, downright savage club right there. Good golly, driven directly into the steel stairs.
Now heading outside.
Boom. Able to slip away.
Oh, brutal forearm.
She goes back into the ring. Look at this. She's going for her destiny, guys.
But she better hurry. She doesn't have much time.
Ladder set right in the middle of the ring. Starts to climb, but needs to move quickly. Victory is literally within her reach here.
Charlotte seeing her opportunity.
Charlotte's got a chance.
Golden opportunity here. Don't blow it.
Ouch!
Nice reversal by Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte driving Tamina, and both tumble to the floor.
Both women crashing down hard. The Queen, Charlotte Flair, the first to her feet, surveying the situation.
Oh my! Driving Tamina into the steps.
Well, you are seeing a heightened level of aggression, heightened level of intensity from all these competitors because of the stakes involved.
Guys, where's Charlotte going?
Flair looking to up the ante now from the top.
Oh my goodness, taking out everybody.
The Queen rising to the occasion.
What you just saw is why we say Charlotte is genetically superior.
Yeah, undeniable athleticism from the Queen. Can it pave her way to the top of the ladder? How in the world do these superstars
lock it in? The Dragon Sleeper.
I have a feeling
showing the world just how much fight she's got left.
Tamina's absolutely wrecking up on Natalya, making sure the veteran won't have the strength to climb a ladder at all.
Oh, and it's reversed. Setting up the ladder.
This could be it.
Headed up that ladder. Center of the ring. This is the chance. Could be the only one.
I assure you, this is even harder than it looks.
Trying not to fool around too much here.
It's within arm's reach. Just needs to capitalize.
She's reaching for it.
Heart has to be pumping right now.
Needs to focus and pull it together.
Victory is within reach now.
The crowd is going absolutely crazy right now.
They know this could be it.
And Tamina didn't see that coming. Head scissors.
Round and round we go.
These acrobatics are absolutely astounding. She's getting that ladder exactly where she wants it.
A crucial step.
Propped up in the corner.
She looks like she's struggling for air here.
Yeah, those focused attacks to her core are going to do it.
She's stretching, but can she get a breath?
Maybe this isn't a good position to go for it.
Yeah, certainly seems to be having trouble up there.
It's almost down. My hands will be shaking. Nasty chop delivered by Charlotte.
Oh, natural selection by Charlotte.
The Queen has put an opponent in the dirt, and now the ladder to her throne awaits. Oh, whipped right into the diamond-plated steel.
Once again, it's her torso area taking the punishment.
And that core area is really getting lit up. Running hip attack. What impact. Big-time clothesline.
Good grief.
That's one way to use a ladder.
Using the ladder as a weapon. Ouch. This is just turning into a savage display of violence.
Oh, man. Now she's scheming to introduce her opponent.
of the Money in the Bank contract and the first ever Miss Money in the Bank, Tamina!
This has to feel so validating for Tamina. She came in tonight with her family in mind, and they must be proud of her now.
Tamina has a legacy to live up to, and becoming the first ever Ms. Money in the Bank only honors the...
Any member of this family that enters the professional wrestling business knows about the expectations that are going to be on their back. They know about the prestige that their very name carries. They know that those who came before them have accomplished so much. Bearing the weight of those legacies can prove to be way too much for almost anyone. But that was never the case for Jimmy and Jey Uso. Jimmy and Jey Uso looked to be stars from the very start, constantly evolving their look, style, and offense as they progressed in their careers. Face paint and war dances would fade away, and the two would embrace the day one-ish mentality, looking to punish opponents and send them to the Uso penitentiary. The Usos are 8-time WWE Tag Team Champions. The Usos have many tens. The Usos are the greatest team of all time. Jimmy and Jabby they gained growing up in professional wrestling to keep their edge. And sure, in recent years, it's been difficult between the two. Jimmy did cost Jey his match at SummerSlam against your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. After months of the anger building between the two, Jimmy and Jey ended up as the first two entrants in the 2024 Royal Rumble match, bringing things to a head. But even that moment wasn't enough to settle the issue, and so they would fight again at WrestleMania 40. Jey Uso truly became main event and found his inner yeet. Another tag team championship with Cody Rhodes as his partner. As your one out of Solo's version of the Bloodline. When Jimmy and Jey are a tag team, they are pure art. They are the reason for the resurgence of tag team wrestling's popularity over the last 15 years. And perhaps, oh, perhaps, their grandest moment came during the 2017 Hell in a Cell, when they would lock horns with perhaps their greatest opposition ever, The New Day. From July to October of that year, the SmackDown Tag Team titles would change hands 4 times between the two teams, both looking for ultimate bragging rights. The Usos' connection as twins always gave them an upper hand with most teams. But the New Day had their own trick, utilizing the Freebird rule to allow any 2 of the 3 members to compete in any match. Jimmy and Jey could never know for sure who the opponents would be, with a different game plan needed for each iteration. With nothing clearly settled after 4 months, the New Day would offer to defend inside Hell in a Cell, and the Usos gladly accepted. We've seen the Usos showcase tag team wrestling at its most beautiful. Now we want you to showcase the brutality that exists within Hell in a Cell. Big E and Xavier Woods are going to use everything at their disposal to take you down. But you've been down since day one. Now it's time to force the New Day to realize there's nothing wrong with them being in second place, and there's nothing that's stopping you inside Hell in a Cell.
on the line of the Tag Team Championships. Teams in their respective corners going over final strategies. The cell door is locked. First of two Hell in a Cell matches tonight in Detroit. This is the 20th anniversary of this barbaric match. The Usos and the New Day must be prepared for pain, punishment.
Two of the greatest tag teams ever. One of the best rivalries going today. It all comes to a head right now for the SmackDown Tag Team Champions.
Beautiful takedown for the victory. Kick out before it, too.
Solid one count, but not there yet.
Sit-out powerbomb.
Thunderous impact.
Gotta respect the strategy to work over the arm.
Measured up nicely.
Fist drop.
Bullseye with the drop kick.
In full control of their opponent with more in mind.
Nasty. Chop. Uh-oh. Soul kick. Looking to explore every inch of hell here now.
Grabbing a kendo stick, any connection with flesh will definitely leave a welt.
He wasn't even close on that pin attempt.
Corey, for as entertaining as the New Day are, they can scrap with the best of them. Remember that.
Look, don't let the bootios and trombones fool you. New Day can get down and dirty, especially when they have the Usos pushing them. New Day are prepared for an all-out brawl tonight.
So many amazing matches between these two teams. They said it this past week on SmackDown. No matter where we are, we put on a show.
The Usos and New Day have a unified goal to raise the bar of tag team competition, to bring the division to a whole nother level.
You know, in basketball, they talk about super teams. Well, these two teams are the proverbial super teams in WWE.
Put into the corner. What could be next?
Looking vulnerable now, guys.
Chucked right out of the ring.
Looks like he's coming back in. Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell that is the steel structure. Oof. The Usos following the footsteps of many great family tag teams, the Steiner brothers, the Head Shrinkers, who, of course, Jay and Jimmy's own father was a member of.
Would be a very proud moment for the Anwali family if the Usos can capture their 5th tag team championship here.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree for Jay and Jimmy. Just a factory of the elite specimens come from the Anawai blood.
Oh, ouch. Bang. Never saw it coming.
Fast thinking saved him there.
Champ really feeling the effects of this match now.
The way the cell tests your endurance, your resiliency is no joke.
And now Big E is under immense pressure.
And the Usos now showing how well they know the New Day.
Familiarity breeds contempt, and the Usos are showing their unfiltered disdain.
All the talking we've heard leading into this match, we've heard the Usos call the New Day quick. We can have a new champ here. Close call makes the champ nervous.
A long 2.5 in the waning moments of this match.
Here he comes.
Inside cradle applied, shoulders down.
Keeps his team alive. What a save.
Ooh, nasty shot to the throat. Handle applied.
Up and, oh wow, face first.
Jimmy dodges out of that.
And into the corner he goes.
Ooh, Jimmy manages to counter. Strong suplex. You may refer to this as their power lineup when having Big E involved in there with Xavier Woods.
Big E, the obvious powerhouse of the group. Woods has that blend of speed and power, making him the most well-rounded superstar for New Day.
What's interesting, though, is this is the lineup that lost to the Usos at SummerSlam. The New Day not choosing Big E and Kofi to beat the Usos a few Over the top and lands awkwardly outside. Oh!
Pin. Title in the balance.
Making the save there. Usos and New Day going at it inside Hell in a Cell. And Jey Uso set outside the ring, and now the New Day on the attack. Big E, as aggressive as I've ever seen him here tonight. And Xavier Woods now with toys, kendo sticks in hand.
And it's about to get more aggressive, more vicious, more barbaric. I've never seen this vicious of a side from the New Day.
It's what Hell in a Cell does to you.
Oh, now with the kendo sticks, Xavier Woods unloading. Well, you're saying it, Byron. Hell in a Cell makes you do some awful things. Just attempting to survive, attempting to win.
Do whatever you want, punish however you want. Right now, that seems to be the mission statement of the New Day in order to retain the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
And that's what it's about, proving you're the best in one of the most insane environments in WWE today. The New Day have just changed the whole complexion of this match.
Now check this out, crucifix applied. This could be
Big combination. Yeah, no, he doesn't get the 3.
What do you have to do to put this guy away?
The Usos, the champ goes for the cover. He breaks the pin, keeping... his team in this one.
Come on, there's no fair play in that.
And the action is shifted now into that dangerous area between the ring and the walls of the cell. Returning to the ring now. Got them off their feet here. Oh, a slam. Watch out.
Top rope.
Ward's now up. What a response.
Innovative offense from cover. New champion coming.
He breaks up the pin just in time. Here we go for the championship.
Wasted no time breaking that up.
Oh my God, a steel chair.
Oh my God. Trying to string together as many hits with that weapon as possible.
Swing on sight and don't stop swinging till it's over. The Usos being relentless in their punishment.
Has the champ pin. Is this it?
The champ, I guess he doesn't think he's done enough damage.
Now the pin for the championship. He stops the pin.
This isn't over yet.
Punishing double axe handle.
Bam!
Oh, just deadlifting their opponent.
Tossing their opponent like they're nothing.
The challenger really struggling to avoid major damage.
The effects of the cell come for everyone. You can only stay safe for so long. Good defense there.
Xavier Woods with a wheelbarrow face buster.
Precision offense into the pin. This could be it. Unbelievable display of will in the late stages of this matchup.
Man, catches the leg. Dragon screw. Oh, Jimmy gets intercepted. Oh, the physicality on display there. Unbelievable. Lots of damage under the challenger now.
This is how it goes in Hell in a Cell. The match keeps going whether you can have the opponent up. This is about to be over because here comes.
Oh, what a clubbing blow. has been a vicious, brutal match between two of the great tag teams today.
Here comes Jey Uso into the fray alongside of his brother.
Bang! Double super kick.
And the Usos now looking for that patented Uso splash from the top rope.
Uso splash. The cover to win the tag team titles, and Woods, handcuffs and all, breaks it up.
At the last possible second, Xavier Woods saving this match for his team.
Credit to Woods for his never say die attitude, but Xavier Woods is outgunned right now.
And look at Woods still fighting back.
Yeah, with the handcuffs. Using the handcuffs as a weapon.
That's smart.
And Woods now down. And trying to still fight back. What heart from Xavier Woods.
That Hart may not have much more fight left. Jimmy and Jey back up to the top one more time.
Uso splash in stereo. The cover. The Usos win the tag team titles.
Here are your winners and the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos.
Next on our showcase is someone who wasn't born into this family, but has put in the time and more than earned her spot. She's always happy to leave haters in the rear view, and when she enters the room, you will undoubtedly feel the glow. Of course, I'm talking about Naomi, who many of you may know has reigned as Jimmy Uso's wife and queen for over 10 years. There's the old saying that behind every good man is an even better woman, and this could not ring more true than Naomi, who I will say is an absolute treasure. Jimmy will frequently speak during old bloodline planning sessions about how much her support and love drove him to improve as a superstar, always stressing her importance not only to the WWE Women's Division, but to his career and his life as well. In the ring, there is no denying Naomi's skills. The former women's tag team and two-time SmackDown Women's Champion has the mental tenacity to push through the toughest part of any match and possesses breathtaking physical skills. Naomi uses her dancing background to constantly innovate with her offense, resulting in some of the most beautiful moves you will ever see, unless you're on the receiving end of them. Naomi is an inspiration to so many of our younger members of the WWE Universe, showing a new generation that anything is possible if you just put in the work and never stop believing in yourself. Naomi has battled against the very best in the women's division, taking on foes like Charlotte Flair, Bayley, Shayna Baszler, and Io Sky.
My favorite moment of Naomi was when she won the title in her hometown, Orlando, at WrestleMania.
To compete against that caliber and maintain the level of success that Naomi has for her entire WWE career is something worth, shall I dare say, acknowledging. Naomi has even teamed with fellow family member Tamina through the years, proving the family you choose can often be the most important. And in true Uso fashion, Naomi shows an unrelenting desire to win, to achieve greatness, and to dominate her opposition. Many mistake her smile as a sign of kindness, but they quickly realize their mistake as Naomi unleashes a flurry of kicks, flies at them with moonsaults from all angles, and then ties them up in knots. Naomi is having fun, but Naomi is never playing. And now, we take you back to the 2020 edition of Super Showdown, which saw Naomi challenge Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Unfortunately, a ridiculously lax referee decided it was just fine for Bayley to basically do whatever the hell she wanted.
Bayley, oh my gosh, she's trapping Naomi's legs in her shirt.
And Naomi wound up suffering an embarrassing loss after Bayley used wardrobe to her advantage. Well, Bayley, we can pretty much guarantee that trick won't work again. This is your chance to help guide Naomi to a third SmackDown Women's Championship, and to do it by defeating one of the greatest competitors WWE has ever seen. Your wise man has nothing but respect and admiration for Bayley's abilities, but those abilities are eclipsed by Naomi's extraordinary trinity: smarts, strength, and aerial attacks that should give all of you everything you need to get the win and the title.
And gentlemen, when Bayley was asked about this history-making match tonight, she said, of course I'm part of this, because history is made by winners. And I'm going to become a role model for everyone here tonight in Saudi Arabia and for everyone around the entire world.
I asked Bayley her thoughts on this match, and she said, new country, same sheep. Bayley is nothing if not confident headed into this match.
Oh, and everything you just said is indicative of the new attitude. The new...
Championship match here in the Middle East, in Saudi Arabia. Bayley against Naomi. Will Bayley's record-setting reign end here tonight? Bayley versus Naomi, SmackDown Women's Championship on the line.
So much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history, and tonight she has the opportunity to make even more history.
Naomi's got plenty of momentum coming into this match and is feeling mighty confident herself.
Big flying forearm. Bayley having every reason to be confident heading into this matchup. But the 279 days as champion, Corey, can take a toll on you. Bayley has been carrying an exhausting weight on her shoulder for a long time.
I don't think it's anything Bayley can't handle, Cole. Once you reach the mountaintop, you plant your feet and you hold your ground, no matter how heavy the burden may get. The challenger's fully aware of what it's perched up top. Diving leg drop!
Bayley showing no answer for the attack.
And Naomi continues to somehow have Bayley's number here.
We know that Naomi's going to want to pick up the pace in this match, but Bayley's going to look to wear Naomi down.
Yeah, Bayley's going to want to slow down the pace and let the adrenaline wear off for Naomi. Bayley can also turn up the aggression here in a way I'm not quite sure Naomi can match.
We've said it time and time again. Naomi may be the most athletic woman we've ever seen compete here in WWE.
Yeah, Naomi wants to depend on athletic maneuvers, while Bayley wants to be more methodical and fight a more classic wrestling style.
And Bayley
Bayley never saw that coming.
She's managing to get some control back now.
Could be the turnaround Naomi needed in this match. Between the top and middle ropes and a stunner.
Bayley putting it all on the line.
Flying.
Taking a flight to nowhere.
I don't care how tough you are. Hitting the floor from that height has got to hurt.
Oh, windmill kick.
That did not look too good for Bayley's face, mainly. An elusive Bayley there.
Naomi has tested her mettle in recent weeks, as the road to this championship opportunity was a difficult one. Needed to defeat former SmackDown Women's Champion Carmella. We know Naomi has a heavy desire to become a 3-time Women's Champion.
Other superstars say they want the title. Naomi has said she needs her title back. Naomi isn't feeling intimidated by the moment.
Forearm smash. Ooh.
Naomi finds her target with that one.
Kick right to the leg.
Oh, what a kick. Counter right when it was needed. And Naomi has been quick to take to social media lately.
It has been very insulting, very humiliating to a lot of people in WWE.
And that attitude is why Naomi wants to dethrone Bayley, take the SmackDown Women's Championship away from her, and maybe humble Bayley a little bit. Taking flight. Gets herself out of harm's way.
Knee drop. Oh, that was just malicious. Insulting. And she's been busted open.
This could be a turning point in the matchup.
Looking dazed, you can tell she has no idea what's coming to her. Body slam slipped out. Inverted DDT.
Making way toward the top rope.
Taking flight.
Body splash. No holding back. That's the kind of risk you need to take to earn the title.
Boom. That puts her up. The offensive, and she re-enters the ring.
Stunner!
Oh, it was a stunner. That was the best one I've ever seen.
Bayley sent to the outside. She's looking to go top rope here.
Taking flight.
Whoa, look out. Putting it all on the line and coming up big with a breathtaking move. Naomi going for broke. And this high-risk offense from the challenger might be catching the champion by surprise.
The challenger being the aggressor here, but remember, the title can only be won by pinfall or submission inside the ring.
Thwarts the move by throwing an elbow into the midsection. She's getting back into the ring, under the ropes.
Good. Putting her back in her place.
Bayley versus Naomi, SmackDown Women's Championship on the line.
So much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history. And tonight, she has the opportunity to make even more history.
And Naomi's got plenty of momentum coming into this match and is feeling mighty confident herself.
And knew what was coming there. We've said it time and time again. Naomi may be the most athletic woman we've ever seen compete here in WWE.
Yeah, Naomi wants to depend on athletic maneuvers, while Bayley wants to be more methodical. Up high!
Oh my God, what a move! looking from Naomi.
Man.
Foot to the belly.
Bayley's being caught off guard by Naomi. The champ wasn't expecting such a flurry of offense from the challenger.
Taking flight.
Through the air. It connects. From ring post to ringside, risking it all paid off. Naomi going for broke. And this high-risk offense from the challenger might be catching the champion by surprise.
The challenger being the aggressor here, but remember, the title can only be won by pinfall or submission inside the ring. Oh, what a DDT! She better hurry.
Bayley versus Naomi, SmackDown Women's Championship on the line.
So much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history. And tonight, she has the opportunity to make even more history.
Naomi's got plenty of momentum coming into this match and is feeling mighty confident.
Guys, a very important component of this match. Bayley has won every title available in WWE. Bayley has accomplished it all. But the one thing Bayley has never done in her career, she's never beaten Naomi.
And believe me, that is a huge point of confidence for Naomi. And a huge pressure on Bayley.
Yeah, but Bayley thrives under pressure. Her resume speaks for itself.
Naomi has tested her mettle in recent weeks, as the road to this championship opportunity was a difficult one. Needed to defeat former SmackDown Women's Champion Carmella. We know Naomi has a heavy desire to become a 3-time Women's Champion.
Other superstars say they want the title. Naomi has said she needs her title back.
Oh, what a kick! Adrenaline pumping. Here she goes. Top rope.
Taking flight. And she anticipated what was coming.
The high risk just resulted in a big splat. Uses an elbow to disrupt that attack.
Lariat. Looks to climb the top rope.
Look out.
Crashing to the floor.
Did you see that? Risking it all and taking an awful fall.
Caught that. It reversed it. We've said it time and time again. Naomi may be the most athletic woman we've ever seen compete here in WWE.
Yeah, Naomi wants to depend on athletic maneuvers, while Bayley wants to be more methodical.
Taking flight. Able to make a timely escape.
Good God, just a disgusting thud heard here at ringside.
Gets out of the ring. What's going to happen now? Naomi's heading up top. Here we go.
Oh, what a landing. That was just incredible hang time.
Was willing to take the high risk to the outside, and it paid off big time.
On a flying forearm smash. What a forearm shiver. And back into the ring she goes. Oh, what a clothesline.
Forcefully delivered.
And Naomi keeping Bayley on her toes, pushing the pace on the champion.
Naomi moving fast, showing that superior athleticism. Bayley might not be able to keep up here.
And I think it was you, Byron, who asked Bayley if she changed. And she said, I didn't change. I just did what I had to do, and look what I've done.
Well, you're right. Love it or hate it, Bayley's doing what she's had to do by hook or by crook to maintain a stranglehold on the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Naomi put a stop to that.
Naomi isn't feeling intimidated by the moment.
Drop kick right to the spine.
Evaluating their opponent.
Oh, drop across the back of the neck. I don't don't think I've ever seen a champion feel as disrespected as Bayley has, Corey, because Bayley's talked a lot about how people think she's an afterthought as a champion. Everybody talks about Becky Lynch on Raw. They're now talking about Rhea Ripley in NXT. But Bayley has been the longest reigning champ in SmackDown history.
And you read off all the accolades, all the championships she has held. Yet for some reason, Bayley still finds herself overlooked.
She had that scouted. Punch right to the face.
Each superstar trying to counter and gain an advantage. Find some payback with their own reversal.
Placing her in the corner.
Setting her up here.
And here we go. Championship's on the line. Naomi's got Bayley in trouble up on the top rope. This could be Naomi's moment.
Smart move by Bayley, protecting her title and going to the eyes.
Oh, what a kick. Bayley is down and in trouble.
Quick thinking by Naomi, looking to close this one out.
Nobody home. Bayley wisely moves out of harm's way. What's Bayley trying to do here?
What the? I think Bayley's trying to trap Naomi's legs in Naomi's own shirt.
A great counter by Naomi. Naomi ducks underneath, and we got a standoff. Great match so far.
Well, Bayley thought she had Naomi, but the challenger was ready.
Well, the champion has to find a new strategy in a hurry.
This hold is locked in tight. Applying the pressure now.
She's holding on for dear life.
A couple of knees and then another one, and that'll force the break.
There it is.
Oh, this could be over.
And she thwarts the pin attempt in one.
This battle rages on. Bayley has Naomi right where she wants her, looking to dim the glow. Bayley looking to end this. This might do it. Hooked up.
The champ is in control.
There's two. Bayley retains the title.
Here's your winner, and still
Bayley versus Naomi. SmackDown Women's Championship on the line.
So much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history. And tonight, she has the opportunity to make even more history.
Naomi's got plenty of momentum coming into this match and is feeling mighty confident herself.
Oh, look at the start of this. Could be going into the playbook for submission.
Guys, a very important component of this match. Bayley has won every title available in WWE. Bayley has accomplished it all. But the one thing Bayley has never done in her career, she's never beaten Naomi.
And believe me, that is a huge point of confidence for Naomi. And a huge pressure on Bayley.
Yeah, but Bayley thrives under pressure. Her resume speaks for itself.
Leg drop! And Naomi has been quick to take to social media lately, reminding everybody that Bayley has never beaten her one-on-one.
Yeah, not so subtle reminder to Bayley, who has been very insulting, very humiliating to a lot of people in WWE.
And that taking flight. What? Took a leap of faith and connected perfectly. This could be just what they needed.
Naomi going for broke. And this high-risk offense from the challenger might be catching the champion by surprise.
The challenger being the aggressor here, but remember, the title can only be won by pinfall or submission inside the ring. A factor to consider in this match is that Naomi took some time off to rejuvenate herself, to get her mind right, to refocus on her desire to once again be champion here in WWE. So this isn't necessarily the same Naomi the WWE Universe or Bayley is used to.
And Naomi says that after taking time off, she's better physically and mentally than she's ever been in her career. Being placed in the corner here. Oh, kick to the side of the face. Byron, you've talked a lot about this change in Bayley and how people can't believe that this is the type of person she's turned into.
Well, it comes down to career frustration. Bayley is frustrated with her career progression, the way things were when she was hugging and smiling.
It's not about frustration, Saxton. It's about realization. Bayley realized she never got the respect that she deserves from the WWE Universe. Oh, big mistake, and that error could be costly. Oh, walloped by a huge club. Nice Japanese arm drag.
Anticipated that.
Bang! Crucial counter there. I don't think I've ever seen a champion feel as disrespected as Bayley has, Corey, because Bayley's talked a lot about how people think she's an afterthought as a champion. Everybody talks about Becky Lynch on Raw. They're now talking about Rhea Ripley in NXT. But Bayley has been the longest reigning champ in SmackDown history.
And you read off all the accolades, all the championships she has held. That for some reason, Bayley still finds herself overlooked.
Kick finds the spot.
Comes crashing down.
She gets taken into the corner, needs to get out.
And here we go. Championship's on the line. Naomi's got Bayley in trouble up on the top rope. This could be Naomi's moment.
Smart move by Bayley, protecting her title and going to the eyes.
Oh, what a kick. Bayley is down and in trouble.
Quick thinking by Naomi, looking to close this one out.
Nobody home. Bayley wisely moves out of harm's way. What's Bayley trying to do here?
What the?
I think Bayley's trying to trap Naomi's legs in Naomi's own shirt.
A great counter by Naomi. Naomi ducks underneath, and we got a standoff. Great match so far.
Well, Bayley thought she calls out the rear view.
It just got as bad as it could for the champ.
Cover! What a kick out. I don't believe it.
I knew it would take more than that to put the champ away.
But just how much more is needed? The end could still be right around the corner.
What else does Naomi need to do?
Sunset flip applied.
Not done there.
There it is.
It is. It's locked in.
Bayley has been compromised. Will she tap out?
Hang on, Bayley. This is no way to be a role model. You can't quit.
A couple of knees and then another one, and that'll force the break.
Uh-oh. Naomi out. The mark. Real view by Naomi.
Could that be enough to gain the title?
Naomi did it. We have a new champion.
Here is your winner, and the new SmackDown Women's Champion, Naomi.
Bayley's stranglehold on the SmackDown Women's Championship has ended. The glow era has begun.
Bayley was as aggressive in this match as she's ever been, but Naomi's confidence and athleticism were just too much for Bayley to contend with.
History made in the Middle East.
Ladies and gentlemen, if it weren't for the next two superstars in our showcase, none of this would be possible. Because without Atha and Sika, without the Wild Samoans, there truly is no dynasty. While it was their father who made the blood oath with High Chief Peter Maivia, it was Atha and Sika who built the family up, training generations of relatives, all with the single goal of becoming the best professional wrestler on the face of the planet. And while the two would together be WWE Hall of Famers based solely on their work as trainers and cultivators of the next generation. Their in-ring successes only add to their immortality. Alpha and Sika formed WWE's most dominant tag team of the early 1980s, fighting their way to the WWE Tag Team Championship on 3 separate occasions. Opponents were often the match, falling victim to the aura and the intimidation factor of having to step into the ring with the Wild Samoans. Accompanied by Captain Lou Albano, the trio formed a masterful group that was able to take all opponents off their game, be it through Albano's devious schemes or the overpowering nature of the Wild Samoans. WWE had never dealt with a team so primal, turning each match into a battle of survival. Most feared, the deadly Samoan drop, a move that has been imitated by many, but duplicated only by a chosen few.
There they are, the Wild Samoans.
These are immigrants coming from the island, trying to figure it out, trying to find a way. I couldn't imagine being these men. I couldn't imagine taking on these responsibilities of setting the tone in a whole new country. And then trying to break into entertainment on top of that. But they made it work. And that's what we are. We're workers. We make it work.
These tribal elders set the standard for all of their descendants to not only follow, but they also taught their descendants how to surpass it. So beloved were the two that perhaps no moment holds more significance to your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, than when he was presented the Ula Fala by his father Sika and Uncle Afa after the 2020 Hell in a Cell event. You see, it was their acknowledgement that gave Roman Reigns the unshakable confidence to continue his journey to becoming the greatest of all time.
The utmost respect, love, and gratitude for those men. Because if my father and uncle don't do what they do, we're not here.
We now humbly present to you the honor of walking in the famed footsteps of the Wild Samoans, finding a tag team in WWE's long and storied history that we felt would test the Wild Samoans was not an easy task. But then a thought came to your wise man. Why not give the audience exactly what they want? Why not put the Wild Samoans against one of the greatest tag teams of all time? Why not present Afa, Sika, the Wild Samoans versus Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys? And if we're going to go that far, let's do it in a tables match. Showcase that savage brutality that made both teams the eternal legends we know them to be. No pinfalls, no submissions, no rules. Just be the team that avoids being put through the table, and you will emerge victorious. And with these 4 men, you better believe that things are going to get extreme.
Here's the battle, and it's the Wild Samoans up on Sika, taking on Devon and Bubba Ray Dudley, the Dudley Boys.
Two sets of brothers, two sets of absolute madmen, ready to get the tables and get downright savage.
Bringing a new definition to the term sibling rivalry. This one will get extremely different.
Oh, my goodness. Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo, and we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team. If they lack in offensive creativity, they make up for it in blunt force trauma. And nothing packs more blunt force trauma than an Alpha or Sika headbutt.
Such a peculiar look coming from the Wild Samoans, as if they have no control of their animalistic behavior. Oh, an arm breaker.
Trying to fight with a hurt arm is no easy task. Somebody stop this competitor.
And the manager is searching under the ring. He can only be looking for something nefarious down there. What a shot.
A very ferocious demeanor emanates from the Wild Samoans, like they're part of a pack of untamed beasts. I really wonder what it will take for the Dudley Boys to have control of them.
Maybe they'll take a sledgehammer? A truck? They're not human, Byron. You can knock them down, but they'll keep coming back. Corey, I've got to know, what can the Wild Samoans do to get the advantage in this tables match? After all, this is the Dudley Boys match. So that's
Liftoff all the way to the outside. Trying to do as much damage as humanly possible.
But at what cost? Just cranking the head.
And the Dudley Boys remain the kings of the tables match.
Here are your winners.
2-on-2 tables match here with the masters of the match, the Dudley Boys, taking on the Wild Samoans.
There's always those thoughts in the back of your mind. My brother can beat up your brother. My brother can put your brother through a table faster. Finally, we get to see those thoughts become a reality.
Saxton, I never want to hear about the inner workings of your mind ever again.
I second that, but the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are two teams who also clearly have a few screws loose. This should be intense. And the Wild Samoans always have that gaze in their eyes, that look that makes you question their understanding of their surroundings.
Yeah, and I have to wonder if Alpha and Sika are even aware of what the tables are for. I'm afraid they'll just keep on. Both men now on the apron. This is a scary situation.
Are you kidding me? Off the apron to the floor. That was quite the impact on the apron. You might be in shock now, but you'll be feeling lasting pain for a few weeks to come.
What a counter by Sika. Uh-oh.
Nothing fancy there. Oh, on the top.
Oh, God. Terrible landing on the outside.
Man, oh man, took that crucial leap of faith, and no one was there. A very ferocious demeanor emanates from the Wild Samoans, like they're part of a pack of untamed beasts. I really wonder what it will take for the Dudley Boys to have control of them.
Maybe they'll take a sledgehammer? A truck? They're not human, Byron. You can knock them down, but they'll keep coming back. Now, these are obviously two juggernaut tag teams clashing, but this is also a match that clearly favors one team over the other. Be honest, Corey, do you think the Wild Samoans really have a chance in this one?
This is the Dudleys' wheelhouse, Cole. No team knows more about excelling in a tables match than Devon and Bubba Ray. The Wild Samoans have a lot of unbridled aggression working in their favor, but ultimately, they're up against the Masters.
Oh, my goodness.
Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle.
Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo, and we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team. If they lack in offensive creativity, they make up for it in blunt force trauma. And nothing more blunt force trauma than an Alpha or Sika headbutt.
Sliding into the ring now.
Dominating shoulder tackle. Oh, right across the throat.
Using the cranium.
Just a nasty headbutt. The adrenaline is pumping, and the WWE Universe is on his side. Hot top, into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
Samoans just completely wrecking the Dudley Boys in there. Boom! Uh-oh, stuck for the spine. What's coming next? Locked in the accolade!
Submission will win the match here, and he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter. Out of the submission.
Alpha moved at the right time.
Uh-oh. Nothing fancy there.
Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. Oh, man, he is more than fired up right now.
Bad spot for Alpha.
Hits the water cutter. The Wild Samoans just took a bumpy trip to Dudleyville.
He'll make his way to the ring.
He's doing some dangerous redecorating.
I think the table really ties it all together.
He's headed out to the ringside area.
Getting him right into the corner.
Oh, my God, a clothesline. I still can't get over the look I always see on the Wild Samoans. It's like they have a one-track mind towards savage brutality.
They for sure answer yes to every question that makes up a scary tag team. Yes, they're rough. Yes, they're tough. Yes, they will maim. Yes, they will hurt. And yes, they will not stop.
Hurled away. God. Ooh. He set it at the table in the corner. This isn't going to be good. Oh, no. He's in the line of danger now. Uh-oh, brace for impact. Maybe not.
He gets sent straight down to the floor. Big plans in mind from Bubba.
Watching, waiting, and we know exactly what he... From the top.
Look out below! Soaring through the sky and crashing onto their opponent. Oh, man!
Oh, no, trapping the arm. A vicious stomp to the hand.
Zika just beat the Dudley Boys at their own game.
Here are your winners, Alpha and Zika, the Wild Samoans.
And it's the Wild Samoans standing tall, having beat the Dudley Boys at their own game.
Devon and Bubba pushed Alpha and Sika to their limits, but in the end, there was only one way this match could end.
From the very moment he arrived as the enforcer of the bloodline, Solo Sikoa has taken every brutal, savage element of his predecessors and refined them into a near-perfect smashing machine. Even in the year before his arrival, Solo raised eyebrows and garnered buzz while competing in NXT. But nobody could have predicted just how smoothly his transition to the main roster would go. And before I go on any further, let me make one thing perfectly clear. I'm only saying what I'm saying about Solo Sikoa because I am a wise man. I'm a professional. And because I'm being handsomely compensated for my stellar work as your host of the WWE 2K25 showcase. I haven't forgotten what Solo Sikoa and his rogue bloodline did to me. But I also know better than to let personal feelings hinder your professional endeavors. So with that being said, since his arrival at Clash at the Castle in 2022, Solo Sikoa has consistently been involved in WWE's biggest moments and biggest matches. He's been victorious in War Games. He's repeatedly enforced the Bloodline's will to maintain Roman Reigns' status as undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion.
I brought Solo in as an insurance policy. Solo was here to protect me. Solo was here to maintain the Promised Land. He's violent. He's strong, he's fast, he's all those things. And he betrayed me. Any man who would betray me must be a very dangerous man.
Solo defeated John Cena. Solo elected to betray your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, in an attempt to bestow upon himself the title of tribal chief. When I refused to acknowledge Solo as my tribal chief, you are not my tribal. He, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu put me through a table in Madison Square Garden. And that led to opportunities to compete for the undisputed WWE Heavyweight Championship. It's led to more visibility, with Solo's Rogue Bloodline ruling over SmackDown. Every choice Solo made only furthered his standing in WWE. He has the bloodlust of the wild Samoans, the brutality of his cousin Yokozuna, and the single-minded focus of Roman Reigns, all rolled into one. There is no question the future is his for the taking, and that he will be champion many times over, and that he may set records of his own before it's all said and done. Few men have so quickly served notice to all of WWE in the manner that Solo Sikoa has done. Whether you want to acknowledge him or not is irrelevant. One way or another, Solo Sikoa forces you to do just that, or you will suffer severe consequences. One by one, each and every single superstar on the WWE roster is going to find that out. Solo will make sure of it. I, of course, will simply await any and every opportunity for your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, to teach Solo some manners. Until that happens, though, we are taking you back to the one-year anniversary special for NXT 2.0. Carmelo Hayes, and indeed, he is him. Issue an open challenge. Unfortunately for the future superstar, it was to be answered by Solo Sikoa, and things went as well for Hayes as you can probably guess. Showcase the unrelenting fury that has made Solo Sikoa nearly unstoppable, and defeat Carmelo Hayes to earn Solo his first championship victory. It won't be easy against Carmelo, especially when he has Trick Williams watching his back. And if you make one mistake against the champ, he'll take his shot and most likely hit nothing but net.
As we say in WWE, expect the unexpected. We expected Wes Lee to be Carmelo Hayes' opponent here, but instead, we have the surprise return of Solo Sikoa as he's claimed his title opportunity.
Solo Sikoa, fresh off joining the Bloodline, is here. He has answered the call, and we indeed have an NXT North American title defense tonight for NXT 2.0's one-year celebration.
Ooh. Strong words from Carmelo Hayes before this match saying, quote, "Heavy is the head that wears the crown, and Melo has the biggest crown and the heaviest head."
Melo has indeed proven worthy of said crown, but he's face-to-face with a man who has a seat at the biggest table in WWE.
And both men have earned their status thus far, that's for sure.
And he gets delivered back into the ring.
Oh, target acquired and destroyed. Sikoa taking command, and Melo is obviously still in shock about this impromptu match.
What reflexes to stop Sikoa? Being carried around now. Oh, a tiebreaker. Gotta be a tough situation for Carmelo Hayes here. He's up against an opponent he could never have planned for.
Oh, but there's a clear strategy, Cole. Solo's...
And Sikoa sent toward the ropes, and Carmelo Hayes with a kick right into the midsection. Melo taking it to Sikoa here.
The power of Solo just a little too much for the A-Champ in this instance.
What a chop.
Trademark viciousness. Lack of mercy. That's what Solo Sikoa is all about.
Into the corner. Big splash by Sikoa. Melo in trouble. Sikoa. Trick Williams making sure Melo got out of harm's way. Well, at least momentarily.
Yeah, momentarily is right. Sikoa continuing to inflict more punishment on the champ.
And Hayes takes out Williams on the outside. Solo standing strong.
Solo not allowing the presence of Trick Williams to distract him whatsoever.
Solo has the mindset to destroy anyone in the way of him in the NXT North American Championship.
Taking this fight back into the ring. You gotta be impressed by both.
Oh no, getting in position. What's he planning to do?
And he very quickly counters.
Brutal club.
Ooh, he fends that off. That's using your head.
Sikoa in command. And you gotta wonder if Melo is regretting his words, regretting his actions. Leg drop! Ooh!
Turns it around.
Roundhouse kick on the mark.
Placed him in the corner here.
Back elbow completely cuts them off.
Trick Williams has been quite the difference maker for Carmelo Hayes over the last year. How many times has Williams helped Hayes and saved that North American title?
Yeah, but 10 days ago, Solo Sikoa did the same thing for Roman Reigns when he attacked Drew McIntyre at Clash at the Castle. Sikoa has blood on his hands, too. Draped across the top rope.
Ouch! Clubbing forearm!
And gentlemen, we may be moments away from the Street Champ becoming the North American Champ.
Carmelo now trying to catch it.
Winding up.
Samoan spike!
The champ with a show of dominance.
Makes the cover.
Whoa! Amazing kick out. This champion is prepared for anything, even a move of their own.
Will that be the last opportunity? Is there still enough left in these men? Placed against the turnbuckles. Knife edge chop echo.
Big uppercut rocks the jaw of Carmelo Hayes. Ripped out of the corner.
Looking to put him away, and now Trick Williams up on the apron, causing a distraction.
Trick paying dividends. Ooh. First 48.
And that could be the turning point for the North American champion.
Oh, Samoa drop by Sikoa. Cover now for the win. Hayes kicks it too.
And Williams once again on the apron.
You can see how concerned Trick Williams is that Carmelo Hayes' championship hopes, might be fading away.
Super kick drops Williams. Hayes picked out of the sky.
Oh, and a spinning Solo.
Is that it for Carmelo Hayes? Trick is out. Carmelo is dazed. Here's your chance, Solo. The title could be yours.
From the top, huge splash by Solo. We might see a new champion crown.
Shoulders down.
What the? Sikoa is the new champion.
Here is your winner, and new NXT North American Champion.
I ain't doing this one. We can have all the fun we want with these video games and this showcase and these fantasy matchups like Offensica versus Bubba Ray and Diva. But I'm not doing shtick about Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. That's a little too volatile. And it's way too personal for Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins came up together in the Shield. And Seth Rollins took it upon himself to disband the Shield by blindsiding Roman Reigns with a chair. At WrestleMania 31, Roman Reigns, in the main event of WrestleMania, was about to win the WWE title when Seth Rollins cashed in Money in the Bank and stole the main event, the match, and the title from Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns lost the undisputed championship after almost 4 years, the greatest title reign of all time, to Cody Rhodes. Not because Cody Rhodes was the better man, but because Seth Rollins was right there. And the seduction, the bloodlust that Roman Reigns had for that moment of revenge was too much for Roman Reigns to give up. And for the first time in Roman Reigns' life, he took his eye off the ball for that much time and smashed Seth Rollins with a chair, the same way Seth did a decade earlier to Roman. And that moment gave Cody Rhodes all he needed to end the most historic title reign in WWE history. I'm supposed to do shtick about Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for a showcase? I mean, it's smart, because the next time Roman Reigns steps into the ring with Seth Rollins will be the last time Seth Rollins steps into a ring. Next time Roman Reigns gets his hands on Seth Rollins, you won't have your architect anymore. You won't have your visionary anymore. You won't have your revolutionary anymore. You will have your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, but you'll never again have Seth freaking Rollins. Roman Reigns will put an end to Seth Rollins in WWE. And then the only way you'll ever be able to see Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins will be in the WWE 2K25 showcase. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins from the 2022 Royal Rumble. And that's not a prediction. a spoiler.
And that title, the WWE. Bell rings and the